Aquarius, welcome to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your reading for the month of November 2025. Unicorn of the Zodiac, thank you so much for being here. I'm your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, ready here to serve and to slay. So today, dear Aquarius, I'm going to be doing your reading. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at your recent past, present, and future, the main challenge. I will clarify all the cards, get some final advice, and close up with an oracle card. Aquarius, let's see what's going on for you and what is it that you need to know. It is actually 1:11 right now. I just looked on the clock in front of me. So 111 could have a very significant meaning for many of you. So that's a sign. Let's get into your reading and see what's going on. Okay, so Aquarius, your challenge is the Hanged Man for the month of November. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Swords followed by the Knight of Wands and the Four of Cups. So your challenge here in the month of November, dear Aquarius, has a lot to do with the Hangman energy. And this is all about being able to see a situation from a completely different perspective. I mean, you're an Aquarius. I don't think that's an issue for you at all. You think differently, in a very unique way. That's why I call you the unicorn of the zodiac. So for many of you, I feel like that you might be faced with a situation where it's going to require you to make an important decision, see something from a different angle, from a different light. You could be dealing with the Pisces. I'm also getting curious Sagittarius with the Temperance, Virgo, okay, Capricorn. So we're going to talk about and see what this is about. And maybe also with the Hangman, one more important thing for some of you, there is maybe hesitation to do something or to initiate something. We're going to see what this is about in a minute. In the recent past, you have the Ten of Cups, the Temperance, and the Hermit. So in the recent past, for some of you, were married to a Sagittarius, or maybe we're in a relationship with someone where there was a lot of happiness here. I do see here children also being part of this connection. I was going to say community, okay? A lot of you were very happy with this person, okay? When you met this person, could have been culturally different. You could have come from two different backgrounds. With the Hermit here, I do see here a disconnection, okay? Just you might have been in a connection with this person in a relationship, but you felt lonely, okay? You felt like you were embarking onto a spiritual journey also, and there was this sense of loneliness. Even though in the beginning it all started on the foundation and basis of a solid family type connection. We're going to clarify this shortly. In the present moment, dear Aquarius, you have the Devil, the Page of Cups, and the High Priestess. Okay, so in the present moment, your biggest challenge, I think, that you are being presented here is to really recognize if you were ever to reconcile with this person, or if there is a love offer coming in from you. Is this coming from a place of lust? Is this toxic? What is this person's intentions? The High Priestess here in the present moment is asking you to continue trusting your intuition. You're someone that you are probably very intuitive, you are psychic, or you maybe do tarot. Whatever it is that you are going to be dealing with, I feel like you're being asked to trust your intuition, because there is an offer coming in for you. And you're going to need to really be very careful about that, okay? Now, we're not here to bash other signs down, nobody down. I'm just being transparent and honest. This is a general reading. And also someone here could be needing to leave or let go of some toxic habits. Could be drinking, could be smoking, could be anything, compulsive behavior. Okay, we're going to talk about this when we clarify in a minute. In the near future, you have the Six of Wands, the Tower, and the Five of Wands. So in the near future, before a major breakthrough here, before something really big happens, you will be tested. There is going to be tests. Okay, major test, Aquarius. And that has a lot to do with the Tower here and the Five of Wands. You need to make sure that you are not getting involved in any kind of conflict, any kind of argument here. Something here may crumble down, something here may change. Some of you are going to change a job or a location, or there might be multiple people having drama around you. Could be family members, friends, co-workers, whatever it might be. You need to be very careful, because we're also going to get into the Mercury retrograde. And it's going to be in your, the ruling planet is, it's the ruling planet for Gemini, so your fellow air sign. everything is about thinking, communication, technology, right? So we gotta make sure we're not getting involved into that. So you have the Knight of Swords energy here, which is Aquarius energy. So a lot of you are gonna need to be very careful, and this is just as a consideration, right? That's why tarot is amazing, because it helps us to prepare for it, just to make sure that you're headed towards the right direction here, not to make any hasty decisions, and just watch out, right? And just be careful. So let's get into your reading, dear Aquarius, and see what is it that you need to know. I'm going to clarify your main challenge, Aquarius, which is the Hanged Man. So let's clarify your challenge. That one flew out. The Strength. So the Hangman is clarified by the Strength, the Two of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. You almost are holding back from saying something, or someone here could hold back from saying something. You could be dealing with the Leo also. So there is two sides of the story. There is a major decisions. I feel like that you might be either going back and forth to address something. You may avoid addressing something to someone because you don't want to cause any conflict. And I think that this is also going to allow you to see this situation from a different perspective, whoever this person is that you are dealing with. Okay, with the Strength of the Two of Pentacles, there is a major decision that's going to need to happen about, in regards to having a very important conversation, Aquarius, a very important conversation, okay? And with the Queen of Swords here being the Two of Pentacles, you may think it's better to just maintain peace and just to be in this right frame of mind, rather than just stirring up some things from the past or addressing certain things from the past. Especially in the Mercury retrograde, there is going to be stuff coming up from the past. It's not about avoiding them. It's about being careful, mindful, demure, and just navigating through them carefully. You know what I mean? You are a very unique communicator, I think, in your own way. You see things completely from a different perspective. You always offer a brand new perspective. You are very innovative. That's why we are in the age of Aquarius, right? So this situation here that's going to unfold, it's very much about tests. There will be tests. That's literally what I'm getting here for you. So you need to be prepared, because this is about communication. You are going to have a conversation, and whether you're going to hold some things back and not say them and address them at a time, that's something that we're going to find out, because you have the Tower here showing up with the Five of Wands. You may already know, your intuition may already be telling you, like, for example, if I say this, maybe there is going to be a fight that may break out, or someone may get defensive, or whatever the situation here is, right? So let's talk about the recent past here with the Ten of Cups, dear Aquarius. Very interesting introduction already. I mean, I didn't go to the gym today and yesterday, so I don't know why the shuffling here. I mean, I came from a dentist, so. Okay, so in the recent past, the Ten of Cups is clarified by the Emperor, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. So in the recent past, I do see here you dealing with someone that might have been an Aries, or someone that, or Capricorn towards Virgo, someone that had some sort of an authority and a power within themselves. I do see here this family dynamic with this person, okay, with the Ten of Cups. It did develop to a certain point, and then it stopped. The reason why I'm saying it stopped, because you have the Seven of Pentacles here, which is all about kind of like a pause and reflect. And then what comes after the Seven of Pentacles is the Eight of Pentacles. And it shows people working things, someone working on something. So there was a major disappointment here with someone that you were dealing with in the past, because it did not work out the way that you anticipated. Or maybe for some of you, the expectations were not met. So let's talk about the Temperance here in the recent past. There was an opportunity here to heal something with someone here in the past. And I don't know if that's exactly what happened, but there was definitely some sort of a separation. So, dear Aquarius, the Temperance here in the recent past for you is clarified by the King of Swords, the Temperance again, and the Three of Swords. What's interesting here is that the cards do not lie and will never lie. What did I say a minute ago? There was a separation, there was a painful, heartbreaking ending, right? So, this was part of the test. King of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy, and the Temperance, Sagittarius again. And the Sagittarius has been showing up in a lot of your readings. So you show up in Sagittarius reading. It's not something that I can make up. You got to know tarot to really know the meanings of the cards and what they are and the juxtaposition, right? And have an intuition as well. So you are here because you trust the readings. You are here because you know we built this on authenticity, because I move with agency and honesty and integrity. So a lot of you were in a connection with this person where something here ended. There was an opportunity to heal this heartbreak. Maybe you did at some point with this person. But again, whatever happened with this individual, it really led you to your spiritual awakening with the hermit in the past. And it allowed you to take a pause and to really see life from a different perspective. Many of you went into some sort of an isolation mode. You felt lonely, you felt left out by people, because the hermit, it's not the easiest journey to be in. You know what I'm saying? It's not a 3 of cups, it's not a 4 of wands, it's just being by yourself. So the hermit here in the recent past is clarified by the king of cups, the death card, and the 10 of pentacles. I do see here in the recent past for many of you, you maybe gave up on the idea of family. You maybe said, you know what, I'm just done with this, with the death and the 10 of pentacles, because you knew that something really had to change within this person in order for you to either create family or to maintain the family or the relationship that you already had created with this person. Or there was some sort of a chapter that you have embarked onto with this individual, 11 on the timer. So many of you just kind of gave up on family and said, you know what, I'm just going to focus on career, I'm going to focus on myself and what's important for me. In the present moment, Aquarius, you have the devil, which is talking about something here is not healthy. And there is an offer that's going to come, and this could be part of your test, okay? Because the page of cups with the devil, someone's going to want to make an attempt to make an offer to you. And I'm here to warn you, I'm here to prepare you. You have free will, and the choice and the decision is yours, dear Aquarius. So the devil in the present moment is clarified by the 6 of wands, the 10 of wands, and the ace of wands. The offer coming from this person is going to be there. As you can see, there is also the lovers here at the bottom of the deck, okay? Someone is going to make an offer. They want to come towards you, but I think you got to pay attention that if this person is coming towards you, what is their intention? You know, maybe some of you helped this person a lot in the past and they were very codependent on you, or you did so many things for them and they feel exhausted. Their burdens are a lot. Maybe whatever responsibilities they have for them or for their life is overwhelming and exhausting. So they want to come towards you and see if you can step in and if you can help them, okay? For a lot of you, I think that this person also, they might see you struggling and going through something and wanting to come towards you and kind of help you and make an offer, like give you a hand. But you gotta make sure that with the devil here, there is no hidden agendas or there is nothing sneaky here, okay? Not sneaky, but like it's like someone wants something from you. Like, you know, I don't know, maybe they want to get physical with you and things like that. You know what I mean? So the page of cups is clarified by the 5 of pentacles, the fool, and the 9 of wands. Okay, so a lot of you are gonna give this person a chance here to have a brand new beginning, but there is something here with the 9 of wands. You're very fearful of this new beginning. And this is also another test for you. It's like a test that you're gonna go through. The temptation, the offer, right? Someone wanting to come towards you and make an offer, Aquarius, is gonna be there, but a lot of you are gonna question. A lot of you are going to be like, I'm not sure, like, I'm still hurt, the wounded soldier with the 9 of wands, to have a brand new beginning, and then with the 5 of pentacles. This is someone that could be financially struggling or going through a lot of debt. For some of you, it doesn't have to be for everyone. There is also a lot of trauma and a lot of abandonment wounds, a lot of abandonment issues. Maybe even some of you might be dealing with someone who has like physical health issues as well. So it's like almost you're being tempted, and that's why you're watching this reading, to prepare. You might be tempted to have a brand new beginning and give it a chance with this person to embark onto a new journey. Let's talk about the High Priestess for you in the present moment. The High Priestess is an indication of you actually trusting your intuition and really like, because the High Priestess is very intuitive, right? We're having the full moon in Taurus also on November 5th. So there is a lot of illumination going on. It's going to be very intense. Your intuition is going to be intensified. So the High Priestess is clarified by the 7 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles. Your biggest intuitive test here is going to be to really see if you are wanting to hold on to this person or not. because many of you may already be at a point in your life where you have a lot of options in front of you, where you can choose maybe to be with someone else. Maybe you already have another person under your radar that you would like to be in a relationship with, or maybe your main focus is going to be career. Okay, a lot of you are going to identify by trusting your intuition and seeing the signs, which is going to be everywhere. How do you want to move forward with this person, and is this really truly your soulmate? A lot of people may also label someone that's very toxic or unhealthy or whatsoever as their soulmate, and that is a trap. And I'm being very honest with you, right? Honesty is the best policy, just like my Aquarius best friend would say. We need to be very vigilant and careful. We're not categorizing someone that's abusive, someone that's super toxic and does not willing to change at all as a soulmate, because people get addicted to that and people have that attachment, and that's not healthy. And I'm not the tarot reader here for you to sit and to give you a bunch of sugar into a cup and say, go ahead. I'm very honest, like I said before. That's why I'm where I am today. So this is going to be about you trusting your intuition moving forward, Aquarius, which I think is going to be the right move to do for you, the right move to make. Now, in the near future, you have the Six of Wands, the Tower, and the Five of Wands. I think there is going to be another major test. And the Six of Wands is clarified by the Page of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Three of Wands. So when the offer comes in for you, it is going to be very obvious. Someone is going to make it very known, very solid. There is going to be a lot of, maybe gifts or things like that. But you got to make sure that you are completely clear on the trust issues. The next big test here for you is going to be with the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords here is showing someone that's stealing something, right? So you could be in a long distance relationship with this person, which is identified by the Three of Wands. And many of you might be still doubting if this person is being honest and loyal to you or not, okay? Or maybe this person travels a lot and they go to places, they come back into town, there is some sort of distance. Nonetheless, a lot of you want to make sure. Or you could be living in the same town, but what is this person doing in their free time? You might have those questions, and you need to be very clear on your intentions. What do you want with this person? And are they being honest? Okay, because a lot of you have big trust issues when it comes to this person. Therefore, we're going to move into the Tower here, which is also the card of a Scorpio. So we are in Scorpio season. So when Mercury retrograde going into Scorpio, that's a whole big full throttle issue here. So you're gonna need to make sure that you're not, something is crumbling down, something is coming down, and you need to be very solid in the midst of that chaos. The Tower is clarified by the Ace of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Knight of Swords, and the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. I do strongly feel like here that for a lot of you, your advice here is not to rush into this offer or into this love connection again. Being completely honest, it's gonna be there on the table for you. But you're going to need to be very careful not to be hasty, not to be rushing into this, because something here is changing and really transforming in your life specifically, okay? There is something here that's changing in your life. You might be going through something very significant, and just because you may want to be in a company, or maybe this person is going through something and they want to be in a company, it doesn't guarantee, it doesn't mean that we have to jump right back into the relationship. Okay, it makes sense, right? So the Five of Wands here, dear Aquarius, in the near future, in the month of November, it's an indication for you to be very cautious and careful not to get involved into any kind of arguments or conflicts. So you have the Hierophant, Taurus energy here, the Three of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Okay, so here is the thing. Very interesting combination right here. Okay, so you can see that you may need to be aware that maybe this person's family members, maybe your family members, friends, people around you in general may try to intervene into this connection and into you making the choices, okay? If you choose to work things out with this person with the Three of Pentacles, and you want to heal things and you want to reconcile and you want to build a connection here that can lead to marriage with the Four of Wands, Taurus energy, the Hierophant, then it is going to be up to you. It's your decision to make it and no one else. It is the relationship that you are going to live only and no one else. It is nobody's business on how you're going to do it. But again, with all of that being said, with this type of decision, dear Aquarius, and with this kind of relationship, relationships, there is also a lot of tests that come with it, and there can be a lot of complications and difficulties. So it is going to be up to your discretion to decide how you want to move forward with that decision with that person, to avoid conflict, because there is going to be some tests. There's going to be a lot of confliction, a lot of internal battles here, and you need to make sure that you're being safe. So that's why I highly recommend to do breath work, meditation, and to ground yourself, because the marriage proposal and the opportunity is going to be there for you. But do you have to take it right away? You don't, right? Because there is a lot that's going to happen. So let's get into your advice and see what is it that you need to know. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Swords, and that's Aquarius energy, right? Not rushing into it with the Knight of Wands and the Four of Cups. Just because here, somebody rejected you in the past or did not want to be with you, and then all of a sudden then now they want to be with you, it does not mean that you have to jump right back into this connection, okay? Or that's the exact person for you. So let's see what is the advice for you that you need to know. What is the advice? So you have the King of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so the opportunity here to build an empire is definitely there with you and this person, but there needs to be, and there must be, and I'm saying this again, there must be equal give and take exchange energy between you and this person, okay? No more begging for breadcrumbs or whatsoever. There has to be equal give and take exchange energy. There must be care, there must be love, there must be appreciation between you and this person in order for you and them to settle down. Right? Because the King of Pentacles is here, there is an opportunity to build something very profound, to build something very strong, but you gotta trust your intuition and do not make any hasty decisions, especially in the month of November. Whether that's like, with a lot of tenacity addressing something, with a lot of passion, it's just gonna be a good time to pause, to reflect, and to slow down. Because, Mercury retrograde allows us to really do that, right? So it's an opportunity. One final card for you that I pulled for every single sign. So what is your animal spirit? What is your animal spirit for the month of November, dear Aquarius, that you need to know? So you have a hummingbird. Okay, so you have hummingbird. And for many of you, this could mean something very significant here. The hummingbird is also, maybe you have a t-shirt on it that says hummingbird, or it's something that's a very significant animal for you. So I'm gonna see what is the message here for you. What do you need to know with the hummingbird? I'm so sorry, Aquarius. Positive, enthusiastic, spirituality, resourceful. So inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar, and it returns to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. These sacred elixirs spring from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savoring. Balance, to bring into balance, take a class. When out of balance, pushy, insistent, sharp, and when in balance, smart, curious, loves to learn. Okay, so this could be very significant for you. Maybe you have hummingbird earrings, you have a t-shirt, tattoo, whatever it might be. This is about following the voice, the positivity, the enthusiasm of your soul. Is this something that's gonna make me happy? That's the big question. If you wanna manifest something, if you wanna do something, is it gonna make you happy and the other person happy equally? So dear Aquarius, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this reading helped. Have an amazing day ahead, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.